I'm gonna turn the camera around because I cannot control if it's facing. So when you're talking, just look into the camera only lah.
Okay, Zam, are we alive now?
Ya, kita dah go live.
Zam, tolong maklum kalau kita sudah bersiaran secara langsung, tolong maklum kepada saya.
Ya, dah masuk dah.
Sudah live ya? Okey, terima kasih. Alhamdulillah, syukran. Okey, saya mulakan ya. Bismillah. Saya baca Fatihah dulu dan kita baca doa dulu ya. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Allahumma inni nas'aluka as-salamata wad-din wal 'afiyata fil jasad wa ziyadatan fil 'ilmi wa barakatan fil rizq wa tawbatan qabla al-maut wa rahmatan 'inda al-maut wa maghfiratan ba'da al-maut. Allahumma hawwi 'alaina fi sakratil maut wal najata minan nar wa naf'a 'inda al-hisab. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون. السلام عليكم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. تحسنت بحسن لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. الله أكبر. Much love to everybody. Kasih dan belas untuk semua. Assalamualaikum. Salam sejahtera. Selamat petang kawan-kawan semua. Nama saya Hasnul J Saidon. Saya akan jadi host untuk sesi Pleinair petang ni 5:30 petang. Hari yang redup ni, takut juga apa akan terjadi. Kita minta agar cuaca okey sampai habis sesi ini. Sebelum saya perkenalkan tamu saya, ada 8 orang sepatutnya, ada 8 orang hari ini tetamu saya, termasuk seorang tetamu kawan lama saya, Najjar Musawwir, yang akan bersama dengan kita, yang sudah bersama dengan kita sebenarnya. Saya akan perkenalkan dia selepas ini. Saya terangkan serba sedikit lah apa dia yang dikatakan sebagai Pleinair ni ya. Sebab itu istilah yang mungkin bagi mereka yang tidak familiar dengan istilah itu, mungkin mereka tertanya-tanya apa maksud Pleinair ni ya. Pleinair ni adalah bahasa Perancis, bermaksud melukis di luar. Simple aja. Kita melukis di luar dipanggil Pleinair. Bahasa Inggeris Pleinair, tapi bahasa Perancis mungkin ada pronunciation dia ya. So apa yang kita buat setakat ini, kita maksud bila saya cakap kita tu, Museum dan Galeri Tuanku Fauziah, University Sains Malaysia atau MGTF USM, kami mengusahakan memulakan Pleinair ni sebagai sebahagian daripada aktiviti untuk pelukis tamu USM. Pelukis tamu USM itu namanya Abdullah Suleiman. Jadi saya perkenalkan Abdullah Suleiman terlebih dahulu. Zam boleh kamera pergi ke Abdullah Suleiman. Suleiman, saya panggil dia Leman. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, hello.
Okay, hello. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Apa khabar?
Baik.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, Leman, I will introduce you first, okay? But I will do that in bahasa Malaysia. So, Leman adalah pelukis tamu. Beliau juga merupakan seorang pelajar yang sedang mengikuti program PhD ya, dalam bidang apa tu dipanggil pengurusan sumber manusia. So pada waktu yang sama dia seorang yang sangat berbakat dan dia telah menunjukkan bakat dia yang hebat dalam bidang catatan, terutama sekali dalam aliran atau style realism ya. Sehingga kita, terutama sekali pihak USM lah, kerana kita sangat menggalakkan bakat yang ada di USM, terutama di kalangan pelajar kita. So beliau telah pun dipilih untuk menjadi pelukis tamu ataupun USM Artist in Residence. Jadi beliau dapat banyak sokongan termasuk daripada saya, juga daripada Naib Chancellor kita, Vice Chancellor kita, dan beliau Leman ni telah menghasilkan banyak potret dan drawing. He has been very generous to USM, and in return USM has also been generous to him in supporting him, especially in terms of materials and so on and so forth. So Leman disebabkan oleh kerana COVID, oleh kerana pandemik, dia tak dapat nak merayau ke lokasi yang sepatutnya dia merayau. Dia terpaksa berada di dalam kampus. Jadi kita telah bersetuju untuk beliau untuk apa dia panggil residensi beliau di sini. Beliau memberi tumpuan kepada kampus, suasana di dalam kampus. Lagipun kampus USM ni memang dikenali sebagai universiti dalam taman. Kampusnya satu kampus yang cantik dan indah. Dan kita berminat untuk melihat bagaimana saudara Leman kita ini memberi interpretasi beliau terhadap lanskap di USM, baik secara literal ataupun secara metaphorical. Itu lebih kurang lah berkenaan dengan Leman ya. Sambil-sambil kita screen kita tengok Leman. Saya terangkan sedikit saja sebelum saya introduce tetamu kita tentang Pleinair. Pleinair ni kita usahakan antaranya kerana kita mahu memberi respon kepada situasi COVID dan pandemik, situasi lockdown ataupun MCO yang sedang kita hadapi sekarang ini. Terutama sekali kesannya terhadap kesihatan mental. Dan kita mungkin tak semua maklum, mungkin ini satu topik yang tidak semua orang maklum. Bidang seni termasuk seni lukis boleh menjadi satu platform, satu pentas, satu wahana untuk kita mencapai kesihatan mental, untuk kita berdepan dengan masalah atau pencabaran kesihatan mental. Kerana ada banyak juga kajian terdahulu, kalau kita rujuk, kita akan jumpa kajian yang menunjukkan bahawa kegiatan melukis, mewarna contohnya, boleh mengurangkan kadar pengeluaran hormon yang tak elok seperti kortisol dan sebagainya, yang pernah saya baca lah ya. Kesimpulannya, kegiatan melukis itu boleh memberi kesan yang positif secara fisiologi, bukan secara mental, bukan secara emosi saja, tetapi memberi kesan kepada tubuh badan kita, terhadap kesihatan tubuh badan kita, bukan hanya kesihatan mental semata-mata. Jadi ini satu perkara yang kita nak explore atau terokai dalam banyak bentuk lah, baik dalam bentuk penyelidikan yang khusus, baik dalam bentuk yang santai, baik dalam bentuk outreach, baik dalam bentuk interface kita dengan orang ramai. Jadi dari segi yang hari ini untuk orang ramai ya, untuk seorang audiens kita lah, audiens Facebook kita boleh mengikutinya bersama-sama. Itu satu tujuan lah kita nak buat Pleinair ni. Nanti kita akan sembang lagi. Ada 1.5 jam ya. Saya pun tak nak bagi lecture lah pula. So lebih kurang begitu Pleinair ni. Untuk permulaan kita buat dua sesi sebelum ini dengan Leman dengan saya berbual. Kali ini kita tambah lagi, selain daripada Leman, kita ada lagi 6 orang tetamu. Tapi saya minta izin untuk bercakap dalam bahasa Inggeris kerana kita ada 2 orang selain daripada Leman yang daripada United Kingdom. Kita ada seorang lagi tetamu istimewa, kawan lama saya lebih 30 tahun dulu ya, saudara ataupun Profesor Najjar Musawwir. Saya akan perkenalkan dia. Jadi saya perlu meneruskan sesi kita ini dalam bahasa Inggeris, tapi sepanjang sesi ini kita akan bercakap dalam bahasa Inggeris dan bahasa Malaysia ya. Dua-dua bahasa pun boleh, tak apa. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, kawan-kawan semua, our friends, allow me to introduce our guest today. We have 8 artists other than Suleiman. I think we go by Mamu? Kita go by age probably, or yeah, by age probably. So we go for the most senior, yang paling senior sekali. Kan? Yang paling otai dan yang paling otai sekali kan. Kita tengok
Paling tua.
kita mulakan dengan Mamu lah. Saya panggil dia Mamu. Ataupun nama sebenarnya Shamsul Bahari. Saudara Shamsul Bahari ini seorang kenalan saya yang sudah lama ya, bermula daripada sekitar tahun 2005. Beliau ni dah merantau ya. Jadi kalau saya nak terangkan, nak berkenalkan setiap seorang secara terperinci, kerana setiap orang ni adalah manusia, insan yang accomplished in their own way kan. So panjang cerita je. Jadi saya hanya boleh perkenalkan secara ringkas saja. Dia ni seorang yang telah merantau dengan begitu jauh dan pergi ke banyak tempat dan sudah mengembara lah orang kata di banyak tempat. Dan saya rapat dengan dia dari segi pertukaran, exchange of our thoughts, especially in regards to apa nak cakap Mamu, nak diringkaskan dalam bahasa tidak menakutkan orang, sesuatu yang berkaitan dengan kerohanian, dengan spirituality ya, dengan spirituality,
ilmu mengenal diri.
Ya, ilmu mengenal diri. So itu antara yang saya banyak belajar daripada dia, dan kita bertukar fikiran dan saya connect dengan dia on that level lah. In fact today is about connection actually, or reconnecting, and all the semua yang saya, all the people that I have invited today are connected in many different ways, because we will be talking about connectivity eventually after this. So that's Mamu, Shamsul, Bahari. Next we have Kak Normah. Is Kak Normah around? Do we have her around? Zam? Do we have her around?
Ya, dia
Halo.
tengah cuba untuk masuk. Belum
Ha?
lagi. Belum lagi.
Okay. Belum lagi. Okay. Kita skip Kak Normah. We go to the next person. Our, what we call it? Our important person. Hold on, Okay, next person. Professor Najjar Musawwir. Najjar, say hi to our Malaysian audience, Malaysian friends.
Assalamualaikum, everyone. Good morning. I'm saying good morning because it's morning here, and it's really great to be a part of this group of artists and intellectuals.
Alhamdulillah. So can I introduce you a bit, just very brief, because you are a very accomplished human being. I don't know, I can't reduce you to just few words, you know. It will be very difficult to do that. Anyway, Najjar Musawwir has a very special place in my heart. I came to know him, I think in 1990, 1991, 1990 and 1991. While I was doing my bachelor's in fine art in Southern Illinois University in Carbondale. So I came to know him in a very interesting way. If I can recall, I remember I heard somebody with a very loud voice asking me from behind, "Hey, Assalamualaikum, are you a Muslim?" And then I turned around and I saw this guy, of course, African American guy. I said, "Okay, who the heck is this? What is? I hope he's not going to, hit me or something," because it was very loud. And then I said, "Yeah, I'm a Muslim." And then suddenly he said, "Alhamdulillah," and he hugged me. He just like he hugged me. It's like he found a brother. He found a lost brother. So I said, "What the heck? Who's this guy? This African American guy suddenly hugging me and say, Alhamdulillah, I found a Muslim brother in this school." And then of course we became very close friends. We went through so many things. That would probably need another session, Facebook session with you only you and me to talk about. But beautiful experience, very unveiling experience in terms spiritually, especially for me. And Najjar also has very beautiful story. Probably only he can narrate it. If we can give opportunity, maybe next time for him to share his own journey from very sort of how do you call it, Najjar? Teenager, your teenage. How do you summarize your teenage years?
Yes, from my from I usually I think of it in terms of going from being a prisoner to a professor.
Yeah.
From
So he said that, okay, so from prisoner, he used to be a prisoner to a professor. So it's a beautiful story. Hope you can have another opportunity to hear that story. I've written a bit about that story in my blog in case any of you interested. So you can refer to my blog called Jiwa Halus blog. So many things to talk about. Najjar will be, because it's 4:30 in the morning over there, so he can't be outside. So he won't be able to join doing Pleinair, but he will be commenting and sharing some thoughts about Pleinair or about anything that we will be discussing. So it'll be interesting to have Professor Najjar with us today to get probably a different perspective, a perspective from somebody in the other side of the world. So Najjar, stay on.
Thank you.
Next will be siapa lagi? Dr. Tetriana. Is she around? Afzal Nizam? Saya tak nampak kat sini.
Ada.
Sekejap
Dr. Ted. Hello Dr. Ted.
Kejap, saya ada technical issues kejap. Saya tengah settlekan.
Tak apa. Itu selalu terjadi. Ya.
Cik Hasnul, boleh saya tambah sikit Cik Najjar punya?
Silakan. Sambil saya tengah godek ni.
Cik Najjar biasa datang ke Malaysia, tinggal di Pulau Pinang. Berapa sebulan lah?
Ya.
He stayed with us for a month.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Kami duduk, kami duduk di balik pulau. Rumah Zuan.
Yes.
Sana dia makan merambutan, dia makan semua dia dah rasa lah.
Ya. Itu kita boleh
rambutan.
And jambu. Yeah. So anyway, everybody, Najjar used to be our artist in residence for 3 weeks, very short time because of the cost and everything. And he came during a very tough time, tough period for him, because at that time his daughter was about to have an operation, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Najjar? So, but he managed to come. And he managed to join us, and that will be another story also. Okay, so dengan Najjar ni banyak sangat cerita dia, nanti tak habis dan kita lari daripada tajuk pula kan. So Dr. Ted sambil dia tengah cuba menyelesaikan masalah teknikalnya itu, boleh saya perkenalkan tetamu saya yang lain. Kita pergi kepada saudara Maizul. Saudara Maizul. Boleh screen kita ke saudara Maizul. Maizul, say hi.
Hai, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. So Maizul di studio dia. Itu studio dia tu. Studio yang studio seniman sejati lah. Hardcore.
Maizul.
Ya. Maizul ni pun saya tak terbaca lah biografi dia. Anda boleh cuba rujuk dan cari sendirilah. Saya pilih dia kerana connection dia dengan saya sebagai bekas pelajar. Connection dia dengan saya sebagai, as my ex-student. He used to be my student. He is also the son of one of my good friends, Professor Madya Baharudin Arus. And he's macam mana Maizul nak meringkaskan kamu ni sangat susah. Seorang yang multi-talented. Dia multi-talented. dan banyak kali lah bila saya tengok dia mengingatkan saya kepada saya lah. Saya yang muda kot, yang macam-macam hal kan, macam-macam nak buat. So Maizul seorang yang mempunyai bakat dalam pelbagai bidang. Dia seorang pelakon yang bagus, yang handal. Dia juga seorang pereka grafik dan dia juga seorang pelukis ya. So boleh banyak cerita dengan Maizul ni. Tapi terima kasih kerana menyertai Pleinair hari ni. Walaupun dia tak dapat nak pergi ke luar. Dia kat luar ni sebenarnya dia nampak pokok-pokok yang ditanam oleh isteri dia. Ada di depan dia, tapi sebab angle kamera ni menghala kepada studio dia, kita tak nampak lah ya. Sebenarnya berada di luar tu, di anjung lah. Okay, next person. Siapa? TC Liew. TC Liew, say hi. TC.
Hello. Salam everyone.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Okay. TC Liew.
Yes.
He's also my student, TC Liew. Oh man, TC Liew, another interesting person. TC Liew.
TC is on his way here.
DVC is okay. We will go back to you later. Okay, in a short while. I just want to introduce TC and then we go back to you.
Okay.
So this is TC. Actually, TC is outside somewhere in.
I had to
where you
apologize
TC?
because I need to wear a mask. I mean, somewhere in my neighborhood, nearby park. So I just do my equipment, set up a tent.
You're connected to it.
And this is why I'm sitting in the tent outside.
Streaming. Yeah, so it's called streaming.
Leman.
Yes,
Leman, hold on. Leman, okay, can you, because everybody is hearing you talking. Okay. Can you wait for a while? Okay.
Even some explanation to this.
Yeah. I will go back to you. We settle with TC first. Okay, TC. I will introduce you a bit lah. TC ni seorang bekas graduan USM juga. Our USM ex-student from Fine Art. He has won, I don't know, so many awards. I lost count already. He's also, his work is very interesting because he is not working on any particular medium or any particular style. He used to be known as more into conceptual approach in his practice. But then now, everybody keeps on changing kan. Jadi saya tak boleh nak specify TC ni begini kerana dia bukan karakter pelukis yang demikian. Well, anyway, TC is now you still teaching, bro?
Yeah, still teaching in the university. In Kajang era University College, something like that. Okay. So he's teaching there. Alhamdulillah. Yes. Okay, we will go back to you, TC. I have to go to Suleiman. Suleiman, can we go to your camera? Is Dato Prof Rafiq around?
He's around. He came with his family actually.
Okay. Say, can we see you, Zam? Can we turn the camera to Leman?
Just
mana Prof Dato? Sekejap, saya tak nampak. I'm actually looking at another screen at my computer. Okay, now we can see you. All right.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah. So can we say? Can you say hi? Can you say? Can we see our? Okay, guys, everybody. I want to introduce you to my boss, Datuk Prof Rafiq. Is he around? Can we see him? Can he enters the?
Yeah. He's right in front of camera.
Okay. All right. Maybe my
and this is the
Facebook. my Facebook is a bit slow. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Apa khabar? Terima kasih.
This is very exciting.
Alhamdulillah. Itu dia baru saya nampak. Dengan kekasih hati. Alhamdulillah. Saya kat sini slow sikit saya punya line. Alright. Okay, everybody. Oh man. Okay.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Enjoy the rest of the session. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Thank you.
Josie
Francis
is also here. So she's saying hi too.
Okay, terima kasih. Ni bos saya. Dan kekasih hatinya.
And these are the family. Say hi.
Ya, alhamdulillah. Okay, stay safe everybody.
Right.
Alhamdulillah. Nice to see your face, boss. Oh my God. Alhamdulillah. Okay. The whole family. Wow, man, the whole family is here. Okay. Stay safe everybody. Stay safe. Alhamdulillah. Lama tak tengok muka-muka mereka. Selalu bila ada acara di MGTF, kalau kita jemput kan, selalunya datang. Kalau tak datang masa perasmian, datang hari lain. Terutama hujung minggu ya. Itulah dia bos saya ya. Tak boleh cakap lebih-lebih sekali. Nanti orang kata nak bodek bos pula kan. Tapi very interesting, very good. Very good to have. I'm very blessed to have a boss like Prof Rafiq ya. Dia sangat supportive dan Leman ni pun bersama-sama dengan saya lah. Dia cadangkan lah untuk jadi kita punya resident artist. Dan tapi saya kata bagi saya tengok dulu, saya kena tengok folio dia supaya saya boleh nilai sendiri. Dan saya jumpa dan saya nilai, saya tengok. Okay, saya dapati layak lah untuk dia dilantik menjadi pelukis resident dengan sokongan terutama sekali daripada pejabat Vice Chancellor kita sendiri ya. So thank you very much our Vice Chancellor, USM Vice Chancellor, Prof. Datuk Rafiq. Terima kasih kerana memberi sokongan dan orang kata enter frame sebentar dengan jersey daripada Perancis kalau tak silap saya tu ya. Okay, everybody has already started. Maybe I will begin with Leman since the camera now is at Leman. Okay, my question to you, Leman. When you decide to tell us the story about you deciding to come to Malaysia while we are looking at you painting the bridge. By the way, this is the site of a museum and gallery Tuanku Fauzia. Over there slightly we can see the interesting van, but actually Leman is actually facing the bridge, the Penang Bridge, a very popular Penang Bridge. So back to my question, why do you choose Malaysia?
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to apologize that my face might not be visual, might not be too visible. Sorry for that. I don't understand the angle I will place the camera. So the reason why I chose the bridge is that having passed through this route into the office and into my studio in the museum, I always get struck, most especially during the evening, with the way the lights, move around from the cars and the position of the structure itself, the bridge itself, with the way it is being swallowed by the atmosphere. So I've been planning to paint it a lot of time. The bridge is actually a spectacular scene. So looking at it from this angle, at this perspective, gives it another kind of impression in my mind, which I'd like to document. Because on the bridge, the scene I'm seeing now, you cannot see it. You can only see the expanse of the bridge. But looking at it from here and, seeing it alongside the other structure, alongside the Penang River, alongside the greeneries of the vegetation around it, makes it more beautiful to me. So as an artist, we are quiet human beings. What is interesting to us might not be interesting to others. But by the time we portray it, it becomes an interesting sight to others too. So that is basically why I decided to paint the Penang Bridge today.
But you didn't answer my question. Why you chose Malaysia to do your to further your study?
I thought you said why I chose Penang Bridge.
That also, but also why you chose Malaysia. That will be interesting because you told me the story before.
Yeah, sorry I missed. Malaysia has not been in my plan before, but when I was in the UK, I met with some wonderful friends who happen to be Malaysian. So they always told me about Malaysia, and because I complain a lot about the cold, it's actually funny because I stay in the UK, but I don't like cold. So they told me, look, Malaysia is warm, Malaysia is beautiful. If you can come, you will enjoy yourself. So many beautiful places, wonderful religion and all. So I decided to choose Malaysia for my PhD so as to come and experience what they've told me about Malaysia. And on entering Malaysia, I was actually not disappointed, because from the day I entered Malaysia up till now, it has always been interesting for me. And I've never been this happy in my life. So actually, with that, I am choosing Malaysia as a second home now as it is. So that's the interesting story of how I chose to come to Malaysia.
Very beautiful story. Okay, can we go back to the view of your painting? We want to see your painting.
Yeah. Yes. Is it visible?
Alhamdulillah. Yeah. It's just that my line here is a bit slow. So oh wow, okay, it's coming up. It's very nice. All right, that's the view that I look at almost every day before the MCO. I park my car just beside that van, so it's a very familiar place for me. So I'm missing it as well. Thank you for choosing that particular angle. Okay, before we go to another guest, another interesting question that I think you should answer. You are a very talented person, very talented artist. As an artist, as a fine artist, very talented painter. I'm curious. Why did you choose to pursue your PhD in the management instead of in the arts?
Yeah, this question has been asked by a lot of people. I've been seeing the way I draw and paint, the capacity I have in the arts. Well, I first of all thought that art is a gift. It's a gift for me. And being an artist, I become so versatile in the way I perceive the world around me. The love for people and to understand how people feel at work made me to go into management. So I decided to study management and not art, actually, because I believed art has been given to me as a talent. So studying the human being, using the knowledge of art to understand them more, pushed me into studying other subjects instead of choosing art.
Later, when it's your turn, paint while talking.
What?
Okay.
Later, when it's your turn, paint and talk at the same time.
Mamu, can you tell your beautiful daughter we can hear her? Because now we are hearing Leman. Okay, Leman, can you continue? Sorry.
Yeah. So I just concluded now. So my love for the people, my love to understand the perception of human beings from the world of work pushed me into studying management. And I believe that art has already been given to me as a gift. So if I go into studying art, it's going to be good for me. But I am trying to kill two birds with one stone, actually. So I enjoy studying management as well as doing art. So art is like art is yoga to me. Whenever I'm tired of studying management, I go to art, and then I relax when I paint and draw. So art has been an anchor to my sanity at most time. I don't feel depressed. In fact, I've never felt depression, probably because I always pour my anxiety on art. And whenever I draw, I forget every other problems. So by the time I finish a painting or drawing, I become a new person entirely. So my studying management is actually finding a balance between my art and learning about human beings.
Yeah, beautiful. I couldn't agree more. Happens to me as well. I am very thankful and I feel very blessed for being given many different talents that which I can sort of use to diffuse any kind of mental and emotional issues. So for me, art has been helping me a lot in terms of mental health. I mean, personally, other than, of course, as an academician, we do some readings and, literatures and so on and so forth when it comes to art and mental health. But I think having experienced it, like what you yourself have experienced, I think it's much more important, because when you are engaging with the arts, you are engaging with yourself. You are exploring your inner self. So it is between you and you. You are doing yours. You are exploring even though you're looking out, like now you are doing plein air, but actually emotionally you are actually looking inside, looking within. Maybe that we can ask for that we can ask Shamsul Bahari, our brother Mamu, and then our friend from United States, Najjar, to also share about how painting can be not just about painting, but it can also be the act of healing. Why don't we let our brother Mamu to share a bit on that painting as an act of healing? Mamu, Shamsul, silakan.
I practice a lot of meditation.
Alhamdulillah.
And to me, art is the next strongest form of meditation for the human mind, especially children, to teach them how to focus on their mind on something for a duration of time. And you watch children playing, it's the same thing when they're playing with their toys and whatsoever. So to me, being an artist is like what Suleiman just said. It's a gift. From childhood, I've already been able to paint and draw. But it's not what I would use to face the world. I work at almost 30 kinds of different jobs all over the world, and they have nothing to do with art. And so art, as Suleiman said just now, is a means of getting rid of the toxins that you accumulate from having to deal with your so-called regular jobs. One of the jobs that I was doing in San Francisco was a very hazardous job, cutting of underground fuel tanks using flames and so on. So to get out of that situation, when you go home, you paint and painting, and especially also when I was working, I paint because I was the boss, so I was allowed to do anything I want. So the drawing, I mostly sketching and picture taking, was a means, a valve, a releasing valve that allows you to release what you hold on, the tightness in you, the restricting energy within you. Instead of, if I were to meditate properly, I would be sitting. It's called sitting meditation, or in Japanese called zazen. Zazen is sitting meditation, which is doing nothing, simply sitting and watching your breath. But doing art is the next level, I mean lower level, I would say, to meditation, because you are still sitting, but you are focused on something else. You are being creative. You allow your mind to be creative. So I do a lot of sketching randomly. So in essence, art is a healing process for all ages, from children to my age, older. That's how I keep my mind being alive. At 72, I just turned 72 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I became 72. But I hope it reflects that my mind is still functioning. And that has to do a lot with art. Being an artist.
You look good.
Sorry, being an art. Thank
you.
you.
You look good as a 72 years old.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, for me, being an artist is not just being able to draw great or paint great or whatever. But being an artist is living, the art of living, how you live your life as an artist. Yeah, instead of just claiming to be able to draw. Oh, he can draw very well. Oh, he's so perfect when he does a portrait. Or he's so perfect landscape painter. But he couldn't communicate with his neighbor. He couldn't communicate with his employer, or he couldn't, his teachers or his fellow students. He couldn't, you know. So that doesn't make a good artist. To me, a good artist is one who is approachable, who is open and approachable by the world at large. That when they look at you sitting in the corner with your sketchbook sketching, they feel comfortable. They feel you're someone they can come and sit by and watch quietly and communicate quietly to each other. That way, that's how I share my artwork throughout my life.
Man. Mamu, another question. One more question, if you don't mind. Can we look at your painting? Can you sort of share some thoughts about that? I know it's not plein air painting, but it looks very interesting. Can you sort of explain a bit or share to us?
Yes, this painting was displayed at my solo exhibition when I was 70 years old at the Gallery Seni Mutiara. So it was not sold, so I decided, well, it's not that good enough anyway, so it wasn't done. I covered up something here. It used to be a fetus. It used to be a fetus inside. You can barely see. But this morning, when I was sitting after I woke up and thinking, what am I going to do today for this show? What am I? And I fell asleep and I woke up and I saw this painting and it says, why don't you paint on the big canvas? Redo that painting, continue, not so much as redo, but it wants to be finished. You want to be continued. Now, the idea was to see the COVID, so that it's my way of indicating the time spent in COVID years. When I'm gone, this painting will remind me of my daughter, my children, of my COVID years with this environment that you can see around. So I did all this before, and it was layers of colors. But it didn't happen as I wanted it to happen. So now I have the idea.
May I say something, Hasnul?
Sure. Go for it, Najjar. Go for it. I will be asking you question later, but go for it.
I'm just really moved by the fact that, and he took the opportunity to take the symbol from what we're all going through globally, and place it on something that has pasted on something that he did in the past, and showing how the present impacts the past.
It was a fetus image before. It was a fetus.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I just really felt that it just drew me in, thinking about the fact that this is a painting with this visual dialogue of the past, information that he thought about the past, and how what's going on now is impacting what he's been through. That's pretty profound.
Yeah, very profound.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's Mamu, man. that's our man. That's Mamu, man. Okay.
I hope this will be my legacy.
Well, you have so many legacies in my heart. I will be sharing that all the time. Okay. Thank you. Mamu, our brother. We will go back to you later if we have the time. Now we go to our friend from the other side of the globe, Professor Najjar Musawwir. Can we see his full face, please? I want to see his full face. I'm looking at my note now so that I remember what I want to ask him. Can we see? Okay, Alhamdulillah. Wow, that's very beautiful work behind you. Nice to see you again, my brother.
Likewise.
Oh my God. It has been, I don't know how many, 30 years. Oh my God. Yeah, 30 years, man. Alhamdulillah, nice to see you again.
Yes.
This is truly reconnecting. I still remember when you, after I think at that time, about 20 plus years of not hearing your voice, suddenly I pick up the phone in my office. I hear your voice, and you said, I want to come to Malaysia, blah blah blah, and then finally you managed to come for 3 weeks. Beautiful time when you were here. You totally changed the whole energy of the place. And now to see you again, very nice to hear your voice and to see your face. Your energy is very, what do you call it? It's the antithesis of a virus. It's also spreading. It spreads, but the other way around. It's not a virus, but it's positive. Healing kind of energy. You have that kind of vibes around you. So thank you very much for joining us today. Just want to ask you, at this particular stage of your life, probably this is a bit personal question, but I think since it's very, you are at the other side of the world, it will be interesting to get your view. You have been into prison, you know. If you don't mind me saying this, you have shot people. You have shot people. You shot people in, you shot a person. You shot another person. Luckily he didn't die. And you went to prison. Basically, you went through hell. Most people they don't want to go to hell. They want to go to heaven. But you went to basically hell on earth when you were during your teenage years. But then you were saved somehow. In prison, you were saved. I mean, mentally, metaphorically, I mean, literally, you were saved. And then you met me, and then you continue your study, and you met me, and you chose art. You chose art. So I know, of all the things, why did you choose art? After you were released out of good behavior, if I'm not mistaken. So you were released earlier than the sentence. But then you chose to pursue your study in the arts. Can you share with us why you chose art?
I chose art. I think art chose me.
Oh man, yeah.
Because I think what happened is that during the course of my life, I seem to always been connected with art. Even when I was like, I remember being in 4th grade, and they teacher had us do Crayolas, colored with Crayolas on paper, and then take black ink and put it over, cover it up, and then take a tool and scratch into it and do a drawing. And the colors come back to life, comes through this, and you just see this energy. And as a young kid, that always impacted me, and I always found myself returning back to looking at art. Even when I was in high school, I spent time hiding in the library, looking at art books. Even though my reading was not all great at that time, but I would love looking and turn it into a line, and turn a line into a particular form, into a particular form, into a particular scene. I think by art constantly coming into my life, it's almost serendipity. You know, I just seem constantly being connected, that I didn't have no choice but to continue to embrace something that seemed to always appear in my life. It appeared in my life as a child. It appeared in my life as a teenager. It appeared in my life as a young adult. And today, here I am at a major institution and traveling to different other institutions around in different parts of the world and engaging in art making, simply because I was moved by the fact that these lines and colors and these things were having some kind of, internally I was being emotionally moved. I was being intellectually moved, and the unity between the intellect and the emotions coming together when they come in wedlock, we have a tendency to be able to let that impact other parts of our life. I think that's one of the beautiful things that once I got to, when I went to school as an undergrad and I had the opportunity to meet you, I think I was moved by the fact that not only was once again, art has given me something else. a relationship with someone from another part of the world. It gave me a relationship with someone who had a spiritual guidance and interest that I had. And so as a result, I didn't go looking to find it. It found me.
MashaAllah. Yeah, true. So true.
And so I think that another thing, when I was incarcerated during that period of my life, I continued to engage in art making. I continued to make portraits for people.
But if I ask you, if I ask you, is it true? Is it? Okay, there's a bit of a delay.
Yes.
Okay, if I ask you, if I make a statement saying that by having art choosing you, it has somehow helped you to deal with your own, your own inner turmoil or whatever that was going on inside you before. So can that be correct if I say that?
You're totally correct. I think that art in itself comes from. There's this verse in the Quran that I love, and it says, Allah has empowered the human being with the power of expression. So if Allah has provided us with the power of expression, then what do we do with that expression? It's not only the expression externally, but it's also the expression internally. So it's ahad, it's one. It's not something separate.
Yeah.
And I think that you're correct when you made that statement.
Alhamdulillah. Again, the word ahad for me, of course,
one.
As I enter this particular age, it has it echoes in a very different, in a different way than when ahad, one, unification.
Yes.
And we are all basically interconnected, and we are in a way interconnected in this oneness. But of course, it's very difficult to describe. You can call it energy, you can call it frequency, you can call it values that are intangible, that we can't measure. We are living in a world, especially probably in university. You are teaching in a university. You are a professor in a university. Alhamdulillah, both of us actually. Anyway, everything has to be measured. Everything has to be measured. And this idea that if everything can be measured, it will be valuable, is somehow a bit, for me, it can be very disturbing. Because there are values, there are, intangible values that are very essentials, especially at this particular time of human history, that we can't measure, and that somehow connect all of us. Even you are at the other side of the world, and even if we don't share the same belief system, we are still connected, and we are connected through these intangible values. For example, we are connected through love. We are connected through compassion. We are connected through honesty. We are connected through gratitude. We are connected through so many kindness. These are values that are, somehow are not championed because or not forefronted because it seems to be unmeasurable. And because it's not measurable, we put it aside. We need to focus on what can be measured.
What's interesting about that, Hasnul? What's interesting is that when we painting, I go into a quantum state. It's a quantum. Yeah. I'm no longer in the space that I'm in. I'm in another space. And that's not something that and what's interesting about it, when I teach landscape painting or plein air painting to my students, I make them aware of the fact that you will leave one state and actually move through a time that you no longer realize. The time becomes so irrelevant that you look up, a minute has gone by, and next thing you know, 2 hours have gone by, and you wonder what happened. Yeah. And this quantum leap almost and that we go through, that we experience as all of us, that unifies us and talk about that oneness. That's one of the elements in landscape painting that really unify us and bring us together in terms of the way we feel in a idea of creativity.
Yeah, because you know,
and I also some of your writings I've read that dealt with this whole idea of quantum movement. I think has impacted the way I look at it as well over the years.
Yeah, definitely. It's just, but then again, there is another way of describing an experience. One of the things that I've read, and of course all of us probably have experienced, is this sense of awe, AWE, awe. And awe, from my readings, I've discovered that awe is good for our health, our mental health. If we want to be healthy and if we want to reduce the attack of depression, anxiety, and so on, extreme sadness, anger, bipolar, whatever, try to be in a state of awe, in a state of experience something bigger than us.
Yes.
And dissolve our ego in that awe, and we become a part of this, what we call greatness beyond description. And greatness beyond description and beyond measurement is probably, if we are putting art aside, we would not probably be able to enjoy that anymore. So that is my sort of lately, especially because we are living in a world now as where everything has to be measured, has to be compared, you need to be competitive, you need to compete with this person, that person, you're better, you know, and in order to do that, in order not to be in order to be competitive, you need to be we need to be able to measure you. And I found that can be extremely dangerous, and can be also it's not good for civilization, it's not good for human development, because there is another side of a human being, which is the spiritual side, the intangible sides, the probably even much more fine than the mental and emotional sides before that sides, like your spiritual conditioning. So I found that my experience with you when I look back in retrospect 30 years ago, of course, many years ago, that experience cut across time and space. It stays with me. So it is not, and I like to reuse back what you said just now. You and also Mamu, both of you. You said Mamu said it's not art of doing, it is about art of living.
Yes.
I like to use the art of being. The art of being. We are too much into the art of having. We want to have this, we want to achieve this, we want to achieve that, we want to attain this, we want to own. And that makes us greedy as a human race. But we forget about this simple beingness. Be happy, be calm, be peaceful. For me, that is the most important human achievement. And I found that to be very central when I look back at my experiences with you, also with Mamu, and it brings me back to that kind of beingness. So it's not anymore about who did the better painting, who has achieved more awards. when I look back at you, when I look at you through, of course, Facebooks and all the social media, um, I just feel that's, oh my God, this is my brother. Deep sense of love. Deep sense of love.
And I would like to say ditto.
Yeah. I mean, and if we can have that with everybody, everything we see, we look at the landscape, deep sense of love. I don't know how to explain it. You know, we look at the look at a tree, deep sense of love, and how we are actually we are deeply connected beyond what we know. Oh man, I don't, yeah.
You know, looking at Solomon's painting, I think I find interesting looking at Solomon's painting and that he's creating, experiencing in terms of listening to him talking about his engagement, that he's looking at a oneness. He's looking at this one landscape, this one picture, but he see these different parts in this picture come together, and his process of almost one could say direct painting, because he mixed on his palette and then he put color next to each other as he works it. He's not glazing over it, you know. The area. So
can we look, Zam? Can we see the Leman's work now? Can we see on the big screen?
Yeah, let me see how he's placing the paint. He's pulling the paint. He's in terms of placement of color, and it's interesting because what he's doing is that he's taking his imagery that he's looking at. He just sees one picture. He sees one unity. He sees one image.
Yeah. Plus Najjar, he is in love. Leman, is it true you are in love? Suleiman, is it true you are in love? Is it true?
Yes, Prof. It's absolutely true. You're right. I'm in love. I'm in love with art. I'm in love with my girl. I'm in love with life.
You're in love with Pleinair.
You're in motivated. I have been motivated.
In love with USM.
The passion, and no, because I studied with Bob Paulson. I studied language. Robert Paulson always talk about that painting landscape is poetry.
Oh, definitely.
It is poetry.
That's true.
Okay, why don't we look at TC Najjar? We look at TC Liew. Where, can we see on the screen TC Liew? TC Liew is in he's another talented. Talented.
Yeah, still. You chose a medium. You chose a medium that is very unforgiving.
Right.
It wants to do what it wants to do with, and so it takes patience, you know, and patience and focus. And one of the things is that in this world we need focus.
It make me cool down a lot with this medium because I really have to get into it. I really have to enjoy how the paints resolve and how the color play on, and sometimes I have to face whatever challenge that what is being come out on the paper itself. I cannot control sometimes, you see. But then it's something good act for me to really practice myself. It's really calm down myself from this noisy environment, something like that. Even though now the park is also still noisy, but I also have my own peace of mind also as well, because I am already into the process of painting, and while I listening to you guys just now.
Yeah, definitely. But as Najjar said just now, watercolor is, it's a medium for a person who is very patient, going with the flow. I am scared of watercolor. I'm not a watercolor person.
Really?
I will go, I will come back. I will, I have many scenes in my life that I have to cover, so I'm not a watercolor person. I have to come back and cover things here and there. Watercolor is like one-way street. If you make some mistakes, it will be difficult. You have to do another one. But anyway,
something like that.
question. All right.
I have a question, TC. TC, do you find this to be a common? Does painting with watercolor make you feel more calm when you do it? Because some people, like Hassan was just saying, it feels kind of challenged because it does one thing, it bleeds into another color, and it just starts moving about.
Right. I go with many mediums, and I found that watercolor is the calmness approach, which is I can go into, and it really shut me off from the noisy voices around me.
Okay.
So because of this, every day we do work, we have work, and we come back to home. But now it's good because in MCO I have to work from home, so the noisiness from my laptop I just get away. Take a piece of a paper, I just walk to my park and just write down there for just like 1 hour every day. Before this, I can do so, but
TC.
now I have to restart again. Yes.
TC, have you explore on these different brain waves? You should share with your students as well. You know, different brain waves when we are thinking right now. Like now, we are in the beta waves. That's the kind of wave that we have to be in order to settle our daily life issues.
Yes.
But that's not the only kind of awareness or consciousness that we should be in, and that is why in Malay we call it kediaman. In Malay we call a house rumah, or kediaman means that you have to diam, you have to be in silence. Diam means silence. So the first thing you have to do is to, when you enter a house, or even if you don't enter a house, you enter a certain state of beingness, which is calm.
Exactly.
When you are calm, then you change your brain waves from beta waves to alpha, and then when you go into even more, you went into a state almost to what Prof. Najjar was saying, quantum state, which is the theta state. Theta state is a state where kids like to play. When kids are playing, they are so much into playing, they are actually in a theta state. They don't realize about what's going on around them. They are very much into what they're doing. That's a theta state. That in Malay it's called khusyuk. Like you are in that zone.
Yes.
Everything just disappear. You are in that zone. So that theta state is where creativity just flows. And if you go into that state many times, it's like a meditative state. You can become also healthy.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Because
art can also
it's a kind of healing, you see.
Yeah. So art of healing. So it's good that I hope you can share that with your students as well. Of course, we know that some people will look down at Pleinair as somebody go out and painting. Like people always associate that with something that is.
Nothing so Pleinair is something so simple, and it's something it should look down. Even though I share in my class the Pleinair, what I did is as same as what I did here. I set up the tent, I set up my camera, but I just live whatever I did for my student in the class. So the students came with me, so they get the environment out of this vibe, you see, from this landscape. So they are really get into it.
That's an excellent
point. The person doesn't know how to paint, but they are also excited to paint, you see, from the point of view. So the student also enjoying the whole session. Usually, you see, in an online class, 3 hours, most of the students, they will shut down the screen and they will fall asleep. But in my lesson, 3 hours, they don't even fall asleep, because even though they can stay in for 3 hours, just continue painting step by step with me. I really
because they are in the zone. They are already in the zone, in that quantum state.
Exactly.
Okay. Hey, TC, nice to hear. Nice to hear your voice again. Nice to see you kicking alive, doing the teaching. Very, very nice to see you. Okay, we go to we have another three more guests that I think we need to go and visit. First, maybe we go to Dr. Tetriana. Dr. Tetriana is teaching at the Fine Art Department at USM. She's also the chairman of the Fine Art Department. Dr. Tetriana is also Macam mana nak cakap Dr. Tetriana ni? So, she's a very accomplished painter. Very accomplished painter, and now she seems to be doing all these small things, like small scale kind of drawings and paintings that requires I don't know, a kind of very meditative kind of observation. So Dr. Ted, kena bagi soalan yang bagus. Kenapa beralih daripada karya-karya yang why did you change from painting in a like in a normal painting scale, large scale, to this small kind of almost like a meditative exercises or routine? Why?
Okay, thank you, Professor. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so maybe I can share my experience of my practice with this drawings on this round small paper. So maybe I can show some samples here. So yes, so I found that small works are mobile because I'm very busy. I'm like on the laptop, on handphones all the time. So small works are for me quite mobile. I can move it from my bedroom to my office, and then I can always have them around me. And whenever I feel like I need a break, so I will go to these drawings. And because they are small, they are very easily accomplished. Senang siap lah, cepat siap.
Tunjuk dekat skrin, tunjuk dekat kamera so that we can see. Tak puas hati tengok. Can you show your drawing? Yeah, can you show it at the camera? Like what you did just now.
So
okay, longer time. All right, now okay.
So these two I started tadi lah, since the
These are
beginning
very nice,
of
Dr. Tex.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so I found that they are easily accomplished, macam cepat siap. So it gives me satisfaction. And also the round shapes for me is giving me freedom because I can move them around. Like sometimes I do it, it changes all the time. And because of this form, my drawings becomes an abstraction. So it's not a direct imitation. It becomes an abstraction.
Dr. Ted tidak meniru mana-mana, tidak refer mana-mana. Adakah Dr. Ted refer merujuk kepada subjek tertentu ataupun hanya let go dan biarkan imajinasi?
Kalau macam contohnya these two saya tengok rujukan. Saya tengok pokok depan saya. Dia pokok. Okay, ada pokok dekat tepi ni, mungkin saya boleh bawa dekat sikit. So it's this type of dusty pink and pale green plant. Okay, so even though the process is short, sometimes I can finish one drawing in like 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes. Sometimes it takes longer if I need more layer. Yeah, it gives me satisfaction lah. And I can really channel, even for a short while, channel my energy into this process. And the abstraction, and this abstraction as well, for me, I mean, I have no issues in imitating or doing a drawing with good proportions, but doing abstractions for me, it kind of releases the burden of drawing realistically, and then it sort of gives a pleasing feeling.
Definitely. I agree. I agree. Ada banyaklah on abstraction ni. Not totally abstraction aja, semi abstraction dan sebagainya. Dan abstraction itu juga adalah kegiatan fikiran dan kegiatan emosi kan. Banyaklah boleh dibahaskan yang itu. Apapun Dr. Ted, terima kasih kerana join. Saya sekali-sekala akan pergi ke rumah Dr. Ted untuk mencari tumbuh-tumbuhan tertentu. Dan kita boleh lihat ada beberapa koleksi tumbuhan, termasuk terutama sekali tumbuhan herba di
Ada pokok
rumah
baru
Dr.
ni.
Ted.
Ada pokok
Jangan,
baru.
sekarang
Student bagi temu kunci.
sekarang aku sampai Kang. Aku sampai Kang. Susah lah Kang. Anyway, terima kasih Dr. Ted. Okay, we will go to our next guest, Maizul. Can we go to Maizul, please? This is the talented guy, Maizul. Okay, Maizul, can you share a bit how? Maybe I give you a much tougher question, because seems you are still orang kata kicking. Of course, with what's going on, especially uncertainties, we are dealing with so many uncertainties, be it political, social, economic uncertainties. So we have around us this very, toxic kind of vibes that can get into our minds and even to our heart, especially if we are, sensitive people, probably a person like you. I can sense that you are very sensitive. You absorb things much easier. And I've already advised you many times as a brother and also as your ex-teacher. Many times I think you will get very bored by my advice to take care and of your, your energy field. But we can't just simply get rid of that. So how have you coped with all these negativities, if you can use that word, through your practice? Bagaimana Maizul mendepani tenaga yang tidak elok ini? Mesti bidang seni, tak semestinya melukis saja. Sebab Maizul dari segi amali berkarya dalam pelbagai cara kan. Jadi bagaimana seni itu boleh membantu Maizul untuk berdepan dengan situasi-situasi keliling yang penuh dengan tenaga yang toksik ini? Silakan Maizul. Sorry lah tanya kau soalan yang agak mencabar sikit tapi
saya mungkin I will just summarize lah what we have gone through for the past almost 1 year and a half, 8 months or 5 months. Saya banyak kehilangan rakan-rakan, sanak saudara dalam situasi pandemik ni, which kita sendiri tak boleh melihat mereka, melihat mereka membuat kali terakhir. Di situ perasaan saya membuat-buat, perasaan saya macam dalam cage. Saya tak boleh nak berjumpa, saya tak boleh nak melepaskan kasih sayang buat kali terakhir. And then it haunt me. Dia jadi perasaan yang saya tak boleh nak melepaskan. Saya akan menyalahkan pada keadaan, macam menyalahkan diri saya sendiri. Banyak benda-benda yang pada ketika tu saya rasa mungkin barangkali everyone pun ada rasa perasaan macam tu juga. Cumanya mereka melalui dengan keadaan yang berbeza. Saya melepaskan perasaan saya bukan pada family, tapi saya melepaskan perasaan saya terhadap karya. Macam mana kecewanya dan rasa sesalnya dan diri saya sebagai manusia dan adik, saya tidak mampu melihat orang-orang yang saya sayang. Dia yang dah pergi buat selama-lamanya. So dalam keadaan tu, I just want to get away from that territory, untuk saya merakamkan kesedihan, merakamkan kehampaan, merakamkan kedukaan saya dalam bentuk komik, dalam bentuk literature, dalam bentuk figura yang saya sendiri pun tak boleh nak describe. So dalam proses within this particular years, I've been produced many works which is more on my personal experience. It's more on my punya uncertainty of emotion yang I sendiri cannot describe. So sometimes I have to get away from this darkness, and I have to start with a more happier commission job, such as I'm making a illustration, I'm making some other people's work. It's just to make sure that I'm not going to do in a very long time in that particular negativity. So I have to shift some other works so that I have to have a balance within the commercial work and with my personal work. It's very hard, but it will teach me in such way how I can organize myself as a human being. Tapi saya tak boleh nak menipu diri saya sebab saya dah banyak.
Betul.
Saya dah banyak melalui daripada keluarga-keluarga yang banyak bercerita dalam soal politik. My uncle is from Islamic punya belief, and then my other relative, and then they are more on government punya perspective. So I in between, I dari kecil saya dah dapat dah saya punya input tu dari kecil dengan politik dalam meja makan, politik di mana-mana dalam keluarga saya selalu hari-hari akan bercakap benda tu. So automatically dia jadi saya, and then saya ingin ingin to translate on my own perspective macam mana saya merungkaikan dan bukti-bukti yang saya baca dalam proses-proses yang tidak orang kata yang tidak ketentuan bahawanya saya ni kadang-kadang ada juga yang menyalahkan diri as a human being, but it is very hard for me to find out whether it's right or wrong. So making another word also is not right and wrong.
Menarik kerana itu sangat kamu mempunyai kebolehan seni untuk menyalurkan apa orang kata kamu boleh, kita harus bersyukur kerana kita mempunyai bakat untuk membolehkan kita meluahkan pandangan dan perasaan kita terhadap apa yang berlaku pada diri kita dan apa yang kita lihat di sekeliling kita. Tak semua orang mempunyai kebolehan demikian dan mungkin mereka terpaksa melakukannya dengan cara yang berbeza. Dan saya rasa saya sangat faham dengan keadaan berada di dalam sebuah keluarga yang opinionated dan juga sangat politikal, dan saya rasa tidak ada kesalahan kerana itu membuatkan kamu menjadi seorang yang mungkin mempunyai pemikiran politik yang lebih matang kerana kamu berdepan dengan pertembungan pandangan-pandangan yang berbeza sejak daripada kecil. Jadi itu juga mungkin membantu. So apa-apa pun Maizul, kena ingat kita sama-sama lah kita kehilangan, misal kata dulu tahun lepas agaknya kita kehilangan Mu'id, kemudian ramailah lagi dan ada masanya kita kena melihat politik dalaman diri kita. Di dalam diri kita tu sendiri ada banyak politiknya, dan mungkin kita boleh bandingkan antara politik yang ada pelbagai karakter ni dengan politik di dalam diri kita yang memakai banyak karakter. So insyaAllah saya hanya boleh kirimkan doa lah sebab kita ni jauh-jauh kan sekarang. Anyway, terima kasih banyak-banyak kerana join this session. Nanti lepas ni boleh tunjuk sedikit beberapa karya ya. Kita ada sedikit masa saja lagi. Saya sedang kejar masa ni. Kita ada seorang lagi yang kita tak pergi bertemu dengan dia, Kak Normah. Adakah Kak Normah bersama dengan kita ataupun dia is Kak Normah around ke Abzal Nizam? Can we get is she around? Nizam?
Dia fail untuk masuk just now. Sebab dia ada masalah
okay. Maybe she's maybe her line is not that strong. Okay, hold on I want to check the time. Okay, we have another 5 minutes before 7 o'clock. I promise everybody that we will end before Maghrib. Najjar is going to be Maghrib in few minutes, and it will be Subuh early morning for you in the United States. I wish we can hang out longer, But we will do this again. I have to wrap up. We have another 5 minutes. We have to wrap up. But before we wrap up, I think it is fair to have Mamu first, to give his final concluding remarks, if I can call it. We give all our senior member the opportunity untuk memberikan kata-kata penutup lah, ya. Kita mulakan dengan Mamu dulu. Silakan Mamu.
Terima kasih ya. Alhamdulillah kerana dapat bersama kawan-kawan pelukis-pelukis daripada MGTF. Lalu MGTF saya kenal dengan TC, Maizul, Dr. Najjar. Semua tu terima kasih, alhamdulillah. Sebab like macam saya kata, dah berumur ni, kita nak tinggal legacy apa dia? Apa yang kita nak tinggal yang boleh kita, ya. Saya ada menulis blog, hari-hari blog saya, satu dunia lah, boleh katakan dah sampai 650,000 pembaca. Blog saya mengenai spiritual, art, dengan biasa, hidup biasa hari-hari. Jadi itulah cara kita bagi balik lah. Allah bagi kita kelebihan perlu menjadi ada orang seni. Apa kita bagi balik kepada masyarakat? Tengah-tengah tu dia kira dia berapa banyak lukisan dia jual, berapa banyak pertandingan dia menang. Saya jarang lah, minta maaf lah. Saya jarang jual lukisan saya. Saya bagi banyak ke orang. Semuanya saya sedekah sebagai bagi balik lah. Apa yang Allah bagi kat saya. Itu sajalah.
Thank you. Okay. Terima kasih. Ada delay sikit dekat saya ni. Line pun tak apa clear. Okay. Before we end, I will give this last opportunity to my friend very far away, Professor Najjar Musawwir, to give you a bit, concluding remarks before we end this session. Najjar, go for it, man.
I'd like to thank you, Hasnul, and everyone involved in this project, the museum, the university, my fellow artists and educators. I want to just say thank you for this opportunity. And I also want to be able to take opportunity just to quickly show you one of my landscape paintings, indirect painting, just to kind of let you know that I do landscape paintings too.
Wow.
Okay.
That's great.
Go for it.
That's interesting, Prof.
Yes, and it was actually the painting on the tree was actually on the tree. It's not something I painted on the tree myself. It was on the tree in that environment. And so there was this very strong spiritual connection. So I really thought this particular program that we're in, this conversation, rising above the physical world and really think about our spiritual connection to nature and how we are nature. So I'd like to thank everyone for giving me opportunity this is opportunity for me to grow along with you. And so thank you. And may Allah reward you all.
Alhamdulillah.
Prof, ask me.
Say hello to the family, please.
Prof.
Oh, yeah.
Please, before we leave, I would like to ask Professor Musawwir for his social media contacts. So is it possible I follow you on Facebook?
Yes, I will make sure you get all my contact information.
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. I would like to have more discussions with you in later times. Inshallah. It's really nice meeting you.
And I'm really glad you took the opportunity to work in Malaysia, because Malaysia is a paradise.
Yeah,
it is. You're very right, and that is why I'm making Malaysia my second home now.
Alhamdulillah. Beautiful.
Shamsul.
Good choice.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think that's about it. I hope we can do this again, we can continue doing this. Maybe we will invite few other sets of people. But I think I have to arrange for one special 2-hour session with you, Najjar. We can talk about your many experiences, your wonderful stories about your own journey that can be very inspiring. So I will try to figure out how we can arrange that so that we can have a session just with you. Perhaps many people would like to know more about your journey. So that's it. That's our Plein Air series number 3 today. My heart goes to everybody, everyone, especially our guests, artists today. We are all connected, stay connected, even though we are at our own places. But in a quantum sense, all of us are connected. We are connected through love. We are connected through love. So remember that even though we can go separate ways, we have different views, we have different beliefs, but essentially, in a deeper level, we are all connected. Okay, so this is one way of us sort of reminding ourselves about that connectivity among ourselves. We will try to share your works with us. We will post it in the MGTF Facebook. The time is up. I can't read the whole comments here. I know I was supposed to read the comments, but I'm sorry. Maybe next time we will read the comments, or maybe I can come back to the recording and I can give my comments, or in case you guys can also come back and you guys can also put some comments later. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Love you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us. Okay. So
Very
Zam,
nice session
bye
today.
bye. Bye bye. Thank you.
Meet again. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Bye. Say hello to the family.
Oh, thank
Dr.
you.
Najjar.
And to your family as well.
Yeah.
He's listening.
All of y'all are very talented. Very talented.
Thank you very much, Prof.
Thank you.
Thank you.